Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Morcillon. I'm called to come and speak again today. I wanted to talk about a certain briefly about certain ideas. Is in the chaos we trust. Within the great chaos that we see in the world, there is a higher intelligence that is leading the everybody to where they need to be, and so the awakening is happening by a great deal of. Can't take it anymore. I don't want to live in that. It's all about realizing that the system that we've been living on is not what we seek, what our heart and soul wants to experience. So just be patient and live through the process, transmute and prepare yourself for the separation of the timeline, which will be coming. Divine justice is coming. And we have to realize everything is interconnected. We're all interconnected. We have to learn to see life from all angles, to accept the other perspective are part of the great truth, yet remain true to yourself in that process. But trust that all that is not aligned with the light will soon dissolve. Huh? It's like the grace of God that is going to be returning everything to the state of perfection. God has this power, and now it's like still. So we still there is a lot of really really dark things that are going on right now on the planet from the dark forces, and there is also all this awakening. So stay on the awakening timeline. There is two timelines. On the third dimension, there is only one physical Earth. For there is a lot of science fiction that has been imagining the fact that there is an other Earth, a physical Earth, where you actually a great deal of different physical Earths, where an alternative you is living another experience. My soul has never revealed to me that. On the fourth dimension maybe, but not on the physical third dimension. So that I never had proof of that there is parallel universe, although they may exist, but it's not relevant to my experience. But I had many proof that I've existed throughout history in different form, different persona, in different role, some of them historical as well. But we can't really change the past, because if we change the past, we change everything. So we do have to, because we're soon gonna have the access to intertemporal technology. Like when we move into the Akash, we are able to observe all of the past. And but if we interact with the past, we can change the timeline, and that could have catastrophic result, like the butterfly effect. So the idea of parallel reality, where physical Earth exists in the same space in different. For me, I haven't really been experiencing that yet. There is versions of the Earth that could exist in different reality, but my soul seemed to be focused on one energy for this but from the past and the future. For all is happening now, we can have memories from the past, we can have memories from the future. For us, we live life in a sequential way. It's like every minute, every day, we're living life little by little, as the circumstances and the energy our consciousness is exposed to whatever, and we act upon our will. But from a soul perspective, the past, the present, and the future are one. It's like for God, the cause and the effect are one. Whatever cause we create is already has an effect that's already manifested on the soul spiritual level. So and there are constant adjustments in the timeline. So it's like to serve the evolution of consciousness. It's all supervised. So I have faith, trust, and do not let the chaos that's going to be unfolding. This great deal of chaos. There is those two. At some point, there's going to be a separation. The Earth's going to move from third to fourth dimension. The fourth dimension we're moving on is exact replica of the Earth. Everything is replicated, but the laws will function differently. The thoughts will become a lot faster manifested, and some beings some people, part of the human population, will be moving to the fourth dimension negative, a dystopy, an enslavement. And others will move into a paradise Earth. So it is important to choose that right now, so that you stay focalized on that on that higher timeline. And then eventually the fourth dimension will collapse, will move into the fifth dimension, and all the negative fourth dimensional beings will be sent to another planet to continue their evolution, probably in third dimension. But So as we ascend, we're going to ascend into the fifth dimension, the realm where all is connected, and we are able to see the past, present, and future. We'll be able to experience so much more as in our connected self, until the point where we reach the sixth dimension. For there is still illusions in the fifth dimension. What we remove all kinds of personal or collective illusion from the fifth dimension. We're integrating our immortality in the connected field of the sixth dimension, where we're able to experience many timelines at once. We are able to experience many different realities. For our soul is already experiencing many reality at once. It's completely different realm of the soul. And then eventually we ascend into the seventh dimension, where we're no longer in the harmonic field of the sixth dimension. We become the anchor of the divinity, the eye of God in physical reality, in the service to the whole, that the ascended master realm. So that's what we're preparing for. So there is abundance and prosperity as divine justice will be coming, but it will be deserved. It's very much a meritocracy. The economy of the new world is going to be about how much you give. You will receive in relationship to what you've been given to the process of consciousness evolution. So it's like, it's not just materially, it's how much you've been invested. The more we are invested, the more we'll get as a reward. For it's like we live in a magnetic universe. So we come close to that time, and all will have what they need. All those who have a good heart will receive what they need. Nobody will be in despair or isolation anymore. This will no longer exist. Yet, in the age of wisdom, the more we are able to tune in to the frequency of wisdom and share it and assist the humanity, the more we'll be able to receive. And then there is some that will be rewarded with nothing, because they've been given everything, and instead of sharing, they've been taking and taking and taking and taking even more and more and more and more for selfish purposes. Or some of them were given a lot of resources and a lot of a really good life, and they utilize their resources to hurt others, to inflict pain upon others. So those will be rewarded with like Dante, the poet Dante Alighieri. He says, whatever we create, with Marc Aurèle even before that, was saying, whatever we create in time, we'll harvest in eternity, which means that everything balances out in time. So but everything will be in divine fairness, and in divine timing. So we do have to be patient, because God is the divine timing is very mysterious. It's like, it's whenever God thinks it's the time, it is the time. But the new world will be very different as we move into this fourth dimension, positive and or above. For either we go toward the light or we'll be taken somewhere else. So, but do not. Every soul is on its level, so do not worry. Everybody will be taken care of. Even those who are staying in third dimension, or will be in fourth dimension negative, they will learn what they need to learn. It's all according to our vibration, our frequency, and our soul plan. Well, my friends, I hope this message was interesting for you. Just want to say that do not be shaken by the chaos. There is so much. Be contemplative to many things. When you feel you need to take an inner action, or take a position that will assist the process, do that. And when you stand, I was in the subway in Paris yesterday, and I could see everybody on the train. It was like everybody in its bubble, in its phone, and it's like everybody's like isolated within that. But when you raise your consciousness, you see there is a spiritual unity above it all, and there is the soul that are there also. And so if you send a good soul to a soul that you'll never talk to and you'll never see again, because you subway, it's like, but the soul responds. It's like the soul is responsive to higher consciousness. So no, you can always address the soul of someone, or his I am presence, or his higher self, to when you have something important to say, rather than trying to convince somebody on the surface level. Sometimes it helps to directly address the soul or the higher self of someone. The card of the day is the gateway, and there is this gateway, this consciousness. The gateway is the consciousness. It is we allow ourselves to be taken through the gateway, through the doors. The higher wisdom is enlightenment. So we need to continue to go towards the light, to accept the light, to become the light. what we need to understand is success. So the success that we've been feeling inside is going to manifest outside, and so because we lived in a world that we were very disconnected from the for the first wave, we've always been in this higher consciousness, and we've always been isolated or rejected on some level. For as an artist, maybe I was a little bit privileged because as an artist, people can accept some eccentricity in terms of belief, but most people will find themselves. Just rejected by society because they had opposing beliefs, and so now the success is going to be all those who have defended the truth will be vindicated. They're going to be recognized for their work, and that is really the divine justice that is coming. What we need to do is focus. It's like the top of the mountain. It's really the the center, the creator, your center, your and align with your desire, align with this vision, your higher vision, and the outcome is wonders. It's gonna be really nice to feel the all time to be in a reality where we actually are at this homeostasis, which is like the apotheos, becoming God. It's like this ascension of consciousness to accept, to allow yourself to fuse your consciousness with that of the Creator in all humility, of course, but. It is quite a wonderful thing, and there are countless wonders that will be unfolding within our life in the next few days, weeks, or months. Personally, I do hope that it will be sooner than later, because I've been waiting for this time. I've been seeing, I've been feeling, I've been knowing this coming extraordinary transformation. I've been feeling it, I've been seeing it, I've been receiving the messages, but it's like until it, so it's like, but sometimes it's like it takes a while before it crystallizes. It's all ready on the upper plane, so it can enter into the material forms. So be ready and be prepared. It's like have your suitcase ready, psychological suitcase, light suitcase, travel light, and be ready for a great change in your life if you're ready. But what has meaning and value will be preserved. That there is a higher intelligence that guides the show. Well, thank you very much. Not to forget to subscribe, for your likes, your sharing, your comments. Thank you for your donations, and I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.